Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city. But now we're going to take you into your own market for real stories of real neighborhoods through real professionals. I'm your host, Craig Sewing. Let's start The American Dream right now. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise, luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream!
Have I got a whale of a tale for you today? Welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, Deborah McFarland. Today we're in Salt Lake City in the hip and trendy neighborhood of 9th and 9th. We're going to show you around, and then I'm going to take you to my favorite restaurant. But first, let's chat about this colorful whale. This giant humpback whale, according to the Salt Lake City Arts Council, represents community, resilience, and harmony. Made from recyclable foam and then fiberglass around a steel frame, it's called Out of the Blue. The artist Stephen Kessler explains 9th and 9th is unexpected and out of the blue. It's a community where people from all backgrounds, beliefs, and ideas migrate and feel a sense of belonging. A community that bursts through expectations, commanding respect for nature, others' ideas, and identities. In the area is a stunning Liberty Park. It's 80 acres of green space. Bring the kids, have a picnic, go to the playground, play tennis. There's even an aviary. The 9th and 9th area offers many trendy boutiques, such as Hip and Humble and Salt and Honey, which was started by two female entrepreneurs giving a place for local creatives to share their wares. Another fixture in this neighborhood is Tower Theater. Built in 1928, it is the oldest movie theater in the Salt Lake Valley that is still in operation. Some other businesses here include World-Class Contender Bike Shop, the Irreverent Cahoots, the Coffee Garden, award-winning Centered City Yoga, Liberty Tap House, and farm-to-table restaurant Pago. I'm interviewing Manoli Katsanevas, who has my favorite restaurant in Utah, Manoli's. Thank you so much for having us here. The name of the show is The American Dream, and tell me a little bit about what the American Dream meant to you.
So the American Dream's always been very important to me. My dad's from Greece, my mom's first generation Greek American, and they come from very poor families. They were poor, their parents are poor. And, you know, having them come over from another country and being able to have a better life for themselves, be able to work and make something for themselves, and being able to see that example that they led always made me want to work harder and always made me want to do better, have a successful restaurant, contribute to society, have employees, pay taxes, and do all of those things. So it was always very important to me, and it's part of the reason why I am the way I am.
What made you decide to open your own restaurant?
So I grew up in the restaurant business. I started working in restaurants at 13 years old in our family business. And so I've always been around it. I've always seen it. It's felt comfortable for me. And I always knew I kind of wanted to open my own restaurant. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And so when I was about 24 years old, I met my wife and we basically started a catering company. And then we decided to do something with Greek food, but something a little more modernized. And so we opened this at 27 years old. And it's been about 8 years now, and it's been a huge success, and we're super happy, and thank God we're doing great.
So tell me, what makes Manoli's different from other Greek or Mediterranean restaurants?
I mean, I think what makes it different is our hospitality is really unique. You know, it's just me and my wife who run the restaurant, so we're here a lot of the time. Also, our food is very different because we do more of a modern approach to Greek or Mediterranean cuisine. We wanted to modernize it and put a different approach on it so we didn't get bored of it, and that way we could do something different, you know? And so I think that what really changed us is our level of service and our food being a little bit different than every other Greek Mediterranean restaurant out there.
Thank you so much for letting us come in and enrich your life today. We appreciate it. The food is fabulous. I highly recommend. a visit to Manoli's.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
In early fall, the 9th and 9th neighborhood hosts a fabulous street festival. It's great for the whole family. There's food, art, entertainment. I hope to see you there. Thanks again for spending the day with me. I'll see you next time on The American Dream.
Hi, I'm Leslie Niebling with American Dream TV, and this is Selling Salt Lake City. And today I'm excited to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Jennifer Nuttall. She's the director of the Neighborhood House. It's an incredible organization and beautiful facility. Let's go in and see if we can find Jen. Jen.
Hi, Les.
So good to see you.
Thank you so much for coming out to Neighborhood House today.
Thanks for agreeing to spend a few minutes with me and talking with me about the Neighborhood House.
Yeah, we have such an amazing history. Let me take you and walk you down to our Legacy Hall. So this is our Legacy Hall. We're really fortunate to have so many cool photos and history of Neighborhood House because we've been around for 129 years. So we started way back before Utah was even a state, and our founder, Emma McVicker, saw the need for children to have the same experiences no matter what background they came from, no matter how much money their parents had. So we were able to start with very humble beginnings and then come to this.
Well, tell us now a little bit about your and your staff's mission. What are you trying to accomplish at the Neighborhood House?
So Neighborhood House is here to serve low-income working families with affordable quality daycare. And what's very unique about us is that we not only do that for children, but we do that for adults. And we have these intergenerational programs where the adults and the children get together. And then a very important piece of what we do is we do high-quality preschool and get these kids what they deserve and what they need while their parents are able to go work, afford the daycare here, and also move up the economic ladder.
So Jen, when I visited your facility last year at one of your fundraisers with a group of friends, everybody's favorite place was the sensory room.
That is a very big favorite of both clients and staff alike. So this is the intergenerational sensory room. It was funded by the Huntsman Foundation. So thanks to all the people who help us build these things, because this is a really important space for our population. It's where we work on social, emotional, and emotional regulation so that kids can show up ready to learn.
Jen, one of the things that you talked about earlier is your intergenerational programs, which is an opportunity for children to interact with your senior clients.
Yeah, it's such a great program. And in fact, you can see it's happening right now around us where the adults and the children are able to get together and they have an experience in the garden, which helps them with their social skills and with therapeutic skills.
Wonderful. Next, I'm going to be taking you to one of Salt Lake's hippest and most vibrant business and restaurant districts. This is the 9th and 9th District of Salt Lake City. And when I'm here, my favorite place to go is Dolcetti Gelato. Let's go check it out. Well, I'm here at Dolcetti Gelato with owner Mark England. And Mark, I just want to say thank you so much for spending a few minutes in your day to talk with us about Dolcetti Gelato. Why don't you tell us about how you got started and what makes your gelato so special?
I got started making gelato 19 years ago, originally making Italian ice, selling it out of carts, and then segueing into learning how to make artisan gelato from scratch. We wanted to make sure that people were having the same experience they had in Italy with the quality of the gelato here.
One of the really exciting parts about visiting your shop is the decor and the interior. It's absolutely eclectic and vibrant and beautiful. Tell us a little bit about how you created this space.
Well, I'm an artist and all artists collect. A couple of years ago, my daughter had the idea of coming up with a small collection of images and artifacts under the theme of Italian Renaissance kitsch.
It was a family effort.
Yeah. And the tables are one more expression of that. They are collections of things that I've collected over the years, especially as I travel and from my youth. So it's a conversation starter.
Thank you again for spending a few minutes with me. I really, really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming in.
I'm Leslie Niebling with American Dream TV. This is Selling Salt Lake City, and I'll see you next time.
my name is Bettina Lally, and I'm your host today on American Dream TV. Today, we're going to see Main Street transform into the largest dinner party with over a mile-long table starting at the top of Main Street all the way to the bottom. Now, let's go behind the scenes and learn about Savor the Summit. We're here today with Ginger Wicks, the Executive Director of Park City Area Restaurant Association, to learn a little bit more about Savor the Summit and how this all happens.
This is a really unique event, and it actually started back in the 80s up at Park City Mountain Resort. And it went away for a little while, and then back in 2007, the Park City Area Restaurant Association Board decided to bring it back to Main Street. And the idea behind it was to create an event during the shoulder season timeframe that would kind of give a shot in the arm to the restaurants as we headed to the busy summer. Back then, our shoulder seasons were much more significant than they are now, and the restaurants and the overall community really needed support to make it from one season to the next.
Ginger, we just want to thank you for letting us have this opportunity to go behind the scenes in Savor the Summit.
Well, thanks so much for highlighting it. It's an amazing undertaking, and we appreciate the exposure.
We have a real treat for you today. We're going to go behind the scenes with River Horse on Main to see how they prep for Savor the Summit. Take a look at this amazing setup that they have done on Main Street. Now, let's go. I'm really excited. This is really a special treat. We just got the executive chef, Seth Adams, to come out of the kitchen and join us for one of my favorite questions. So, I understand you have made a very unique menu for tonight. What does that look like?
Well, it's 7 courses and it's a lot of fun. It allows my sous chefs to really have fun with food and do things we don't normally get to do, which is a good time for all of us. So the first course is a lobster salad. Then we've got chowder. Then we've got A5 carpaccio, Wagyu beef carpaccio, then a peach gazpacho, then wild salmon, then buffalo Wellington, and then dessert. Was that 7? I think it was.
I don't know, but I'm hungry already. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting us come into your beautiful restaurant, River Horse on Main, and watch how you guys savor the summit and turn Main Street into a 5-star restaurant. We're here today with Vasi Petrick, the Director of Operations and Wine for River Horse on Main. How does River Horse do 5-star service on Main Street? How does that happen?
I know it's quite a challenge. You know, I'll be honest, there's definitely a lot going on behind scenes that our patrons are not aware of. But I mean, the real MVPs in this room are our staff. You know, it takes a lot of hours of training and a lot of, you know, repeating ourselves to them. And, you know, I couldn't be more appreciative for the staff for being here, from the dishwasher to the servers to the front of house, everyone all together working cohesively as a team.
Thank you, Vasi, so much. This was so amazing. You taking us behind the scenes to see how the magic happens on Main Street. Thank you for taking this journey with us down historic Main Street in Park City. It was so much fun to see our restaurants transform Main Street into one of the largest dinner parties. See you next time in Park City. And now it's our time to savor the summit.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Karen Stone. On this segment, we are taking you to Utah Olympic Park, home of the 2002 Winter Olympic Games. And I'm going to be interviewing 2 of the most accomplished athletes who happen to be gold medalists from the 2022 Beijing Olympic Games. And because I'm feeling a little bit inspired I'm even going to attempt to do the aerial ski jumping. Then join me as we explore the dazzling Two Creeks Ranch community right off of Old Ranch Road, where I will be highlighting an exquisite equestrian property that is the epitome of the American dream. Are you ready? Let's go. So I'm very honored to be here with two Olympians, Justin Schoenfeld and Ashley Caldwell. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, of course.
So Ashley, I have to know, you've been in 4 Olympic Games. What was it like as a young girl practicing, and when did you realize, like, this is the sport that I'm going to attempt to do?
Yeah, I didn't know exactly when I first started freestyle skiing, my first backflip. That was the moment. Like, I watched the sport, I said, wow, this is intense, this is pretty crazy. I can ski and I can flip, but like, am I gonna be able to do this? You know, between my first backflip and 2.5 years, I made it to the Olympic Games. You know, after the third one, I thought, you know, maybe this is gonna be the last one. And I had a bad experience in that Games, and then I was like, no, I really wanna go back for one more try. And the fourth, apparently it's not third time's a charm, it's fourth time's a charm.
And this was the first time that the team aerial event was featured in the Olympics.
Yeah, typically aerials is an individual event. You win by yourself and you lose by yourself. But China is very competitive in the aerials circuit, and so when they hosted the Olympics, they really wanted another chance at winning another gold medal. We came in and we beat them.
Okay, Justin, you just went to your first Olympic Games. What was that like for you?
Going to the games, especially with Ashley, my girlfriend, it was unbelievable, and we came in with a gold medal, so that made it all worth it. But after all the long years and stuff, you know, going to a games was quite the experience.
So I believe in mindset, and I'm just curious, what is the mindset of the Olympian as you're standing up there on the top of the run?
I was kind of the jokester of the crowd. I kind of want to say, like, I was at the top kind of messing with people, like not really thinking that we were at the Olympics because there was that much pressure. But you know, I was up there making jokes with people, I think lightening the mood, and that's kind of how I dealt with all my shit.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me, and wish me luck out there.
Good luck.
Yeah, good
All right.
luck.
To the pool.
Into the pool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now we are in Two Creeks Ranch, and I'm so excited to be introducing you to this stunning home. With only 10 lots in the entire community, Two Creeks Ranch is one of the most sought after equestrian communities off of Old Ranch Road. This estate is located on 5 acres featuring 2 creeks and a pond, and offers panoramic views of the Park City Mountain Resort. This mountain contemporary home is nearly 9,000 square feet and features a floor plan that's perfect for entertaining, amenities including a game room, media room, and gym, and multi-level patios that create your own private outdoor sanctuary. The newly built barn features a guest suite and plenty of room for your car collection or RV, and you could store your toys and adventure gear in the oversized heated 3-car garage. Thank you for joining me today on this episode of American Dream TV. I'm Karen Stone, and I'll see you next time.
Ogden has so many amazing coffee shops, cafes, and tea houses that are the perfect place to start your weekend morning. But if you live in Ogden's East Bench neighborhood, your local favorite coffee shop might just be Cafe Mercantile, or the Merc, as it's known to locals. Come with me inside while I order my favorite way to start a weekend morning in the summer. Good morning.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
I'm good. So
Good.
this is Nick, one of the founders and owners of Cafe Mercantile. And Nick, I'm going to need my favorite this morning.
You got it.
What is your favorite thing about your location here on Ogden's East Bench neighborhood?
Okay. We love knowing everybody. We like to say that we're the cheers without the beers, you know? It really is the neighborhood coffee shop. We have yoga in the yard is what we call it. Cafe Merc Yard. That's kind of our best kept secret out the back door here.
So tell me about it. When does
it runs every Saturday and Sunday until the last weekend of September. It's 9 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. We have a rotation of teachers that all volunteer. So the cost for yoga in the yard is pay what you feel.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
We love Ogden. I love Ogden too. Cafe Mercantile and the charming historic homes are not the only things that attract people to Ogden's East Bench neighborhood. It also has close proximity to over a dozen hiking, biking, and walking trails along our East Bench. Let's go check out some of the trails. The best thing about the Ogden Trail system is that they are interconnected throughout the city. We're now going to meet up with someone who knows all about what there is to do in Ogden on a weekend or any day for that matter. This is Shane Osgathorpe. Did I say that correctly?
You got it, yeah.
All right. And there is no one better to tell us about the fun things to do in Ogden than Shane. What are some of your favorite things to do in Ogden on a weekend?
We have a massive farmers market. It brings tens of thousands of people every weekend, stretches the entire length of historic 25th Street, and you'll bump into all your friends. You'll see your favorite bands playing down there. That's kind of a good grounding spot to start in Ogden in the summer. We really believe that if you build a place people want to live, you build a place people want to visit. And if you build a place people want to visit, you build a place that people want to live. So that's kind of our mantra.
Thanks so much, Shane.
Thank you.
Ogden's Farmers Market was voted as the best farmers market in all of Utah, with hundreds of booths selling local produce, flowers, fresh baked bread, treats, and food items, arts, craft, clothing, and so much more. There is very little you can't find at Ogden's Farmers Market. This is Yoder Family Donuts, and I promise you, they are the best sourdough donut you will ever try. You take one bite of this sugary deliciousness, and you will understand very quickly why people are willing to wait 30 minutes or more every Saturday morning for one of these donuts. Trust me, they are so good. Now that I have stocked up on everything I need for the following week at Ogden's Farmers Market, I'm gonna go and take off and play and explore more around Ogden City. Thank you so much for joining me today on The American Dream. I'll see you next time.
Welcome to the American Dream Selling Salt Lake. I am your host, James Roth, the Real Salt Lake Agent. Today we are here in Midvale, Utah at La Frontera, started by the Tovar family, opening multiple franchises across the Salt Lake Valley. Let's go in and check it out. Edgar, man, how are you?
Good, how you doing, James?
Good.
Good, welcome in, hope you like the food.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay.
So Edgar, your parents opened this restaurant. Are they actually from Mexico?
Yeah, so my parents are originally from Michoacan, Mexico, and they immigrated here 27 years ago. So the restaurant is a little bit of Mexico, the colors, the music, the food. They just wanted to remember a little bit of Mexico.
This looks amazing. I love this restaurant.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So Edgar, what are your favorite meals here at La Frontera?
Okay, so we're most known for our chile verde, and the smothered burritos with cheese are our most favorite item on the menu. Actually, we have a burrito here to try for you. See if you like it.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Thank you. Oh wow, that looks good. You guys are missing out. Oh, wow.
Tastes good?
That is good.
Nice.
So Edgar, you guys opened this in 2010. What have been your ups and downs? How did you guys handle COVID? And what's made it so successful?
Yeah, so in 2010, my parents made the risk of opening their own business and struggling at first. We struggling to find employees, customers, capital, just like any small business. And throughout the years, we just had customers, a loyal customer base that loved the food. We try to give great quality and great service to all our customers, and that's how we get these loyal customers that we have.
Wow, and that's the American dream, people. Opening your own business, being able to make it through COVID, be successful. The food is great, the atmosphere is great. There's a ton of people here. Obviously, people love this place. Well, Edgar, it's been a blast, man. Food is awesome. Atmosphere was awesome. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming. Me and my parents want to say thank you. And for everybody, or thanks to our customers, come and try the best mother burritos in town.
Okay, now let's go look at my new $3 million listing in Holiday, Utah. All right, guys, here we are in Holiday, Utah, one of the best neighborhoods that I'm told here in the Salt Lake Valley. One of the most expensive neighborhoods in the Salt Lake Valley. This house behind me, or this castle behind me, is just over 12,000 square feet, $3 million, 9 bathrooms, 8 bedrooms. Let's go take a look. Now this kitchen is pretty cool. First of all, it has a fireplace, like most of the rooms. The beams are hand carved. It really adds to the kitchen. And then you have this 48-inch commercial stove with commercial fridge. You got a butler's pantry. I love the cabinets and the countertops. They just look really well put together. All right, now we're headed to the master bedroom. We've got your plantation shutters. We've got the ceiling with beams on it. It's a nice size master bedroom. All right, guys, it's been really nice being with you guys, showing off my friends and clients at La Frontera, and being able to show you guys this wonderful house here in Holiday, Utah, one of the most prestigious neighborhoods in Utah. Just remember, I'm the Real Salt Lake agent with EXP, James Roth. Until next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.